Hello, my name is METİN Arıdaşır. This is 413th part of explanation of my theory. Arıdaşır's mind, new deterministic three-dimensional quantum theory versus current probabilistic dimensionless quantum theory. 1. Whether it is relocating or not, an electron has no potential energy and has no rest mass because it is intrinsic, perpetual, cyclical, ring-shaped spherical angular motion form of meta-sensation, perception matter. So, contrary to physics theories, in an atom, an electron has no potential energy. 2. Proton and electron are not outside of each other. There is only one proton at the center of each electron in an atom. Each electron makes joint intertwined spherical angular motion with that proton. Both electron and proton have the same tangential speed of 6.28 times greater than the speed of light. Contrary to physics theories, there are no action at a distance, non-contact forces as electrostatic and gravitational forces between electrons and protons and themselves. 3. For each atom and each electron, there are different radii or wavelengths between a proton and electron. Since the distance between a proton and electron is the radius or wavelength of the electron, these radii are electrons' radii. Each electron in an atom has a specific radius wavelength, so each ground state energy, ionization energy in an atom, certainly gives us the radius wavelength of an undisturbed electron. This means gives us a certain position of each electron. Moreover, for every energy level, by electrons newly gained radii, give us these electrons certain locations also. Here, there is no uncertainty, and contrary to physics theories, electrons are not dimensionless point-like identical particles. 4. Both electron and proton have the same amount angular momentum. For each point on them, angular momentum is nothing but Planck's constant, h, and by changing energy levels, angular momentum and tangential speed of electron and proton do not change. Contrary to physics theories, for atomic electrons, angular momentum does not change and it is not quantized. 5. Electrons do not jump to different energy levels. Instead, under the specific conditions, they expand and contract at the specific ratios. So, by expanding or contracting, they have different energy levels. So, yes, contrary to physics theories, as they expand, they lose their point energies and vice versa. These specific expanding or contracting ratios are determined by two ways, internally and externally. Electrons' specific radii, wavelengths, and as a natural quantizer, effective wave number of free electrons determine proton-bound electrons expanding or contracting limits. 6. Contrary to what physics claims, photons of any frequency and energy level can excite an electron in an atom. Every free electron wave, regardless of the amount of energy it possesses, can affect and excite a proton-bound electron. Here what matters is the number of the free electron wave that affects the proton-bound electron. Why? Summon principle. Natural quantizers make proton-bound electrons expand. Absorption is electron expanding process. Free electron waves are natural quantizers. Tangential speed of the first wave is 1,884,000 km per second, and each consecutive wave's tangential speed increases at the rate of their wave number, so second wave's tangential speed is 2 multiplied by tangential speed, third multiplied by tangential speed, so on and so forth, for a proton-bound electron, whether it expands or contracts. Its tangential speed and protons that intertwined with electron tangential speed does not change, 1,884,000 km per second. When a free electron's wave coincides with proton-bound electron joint motion axis, temporarily by adding its tangential speed till it passes, make proton-bound electron expand at the squared rate of the number of this effective wave. 8. Electron expanding process is absorption process, and in absorption process, contrary to physics theories, electron does not what? Gain energy. Does not gain energy, it loses point energy. More expanding means more energy loss. Absorption, quantized size expanding electron. This is absorption, not increasing energy level, but rather a decrease in energy, not energy gaining of electron. On the contrary, as it is quantized size expanding, quantized size energy loss of electron. Emission, when an effective free electron wave vanishes or replacing smaller effective wave numbered wave. Proton-bound electron contracts as the rate of decreased squared wave number, quantized size contraction electron. When it contracts, electron that regains the energy it previously lost by expanding, and while contracting, electron that produces by pouring out a single light pulse with photon that has as much energy as the electron regained. This is emission. For atomic photon emission, contrary to physics theories, there is no energy conservation. Have a good day and good evening. See you later. METİN Arıdaşır.